Florentine.
Mm,
And here's the lore behind the Florentine. While all indications are that Judith Faber piloted a standard Crab 27 variant during the Battle of Tukid, MechWarrior Online paints a wildly different picture, because we are wildly different, naming her mech Florentine, which obviously is a dish, Crab Florentine. This variant is a virtual mini King Crab, which is appropriate because King Crab is next, mounting an Ultra AC-5 in each arm, supported by a left torso-mounted LRM-5 and a right torso-mounted medium laser, carrying 1 ton of LRM missiles and 3 of Ultra autocannon rounds. The Florentine's weapon loadout is made possible through use of a 250 XL engine and endo steel frame. So there you have it, the Crab Florentine.
I might be doing a thing.
To your Crab Florentine?
Dual cost crab.
Of course.
I didn't say it would be effective, but you could do it. Just up armor the arms, that's it. We're ready to go. Alright, so let's go take a look at this. So this is the crab. This actually reminds me a lot of the Enforcer with the left-right arm as well. First off, let's go take a look at the camo pattern here. Ivy there. I dig it. Maybe not the colors per se, right? But I dig the pattern.
I had some socks like that.
Yeah. I think I had a tie once. So there's that. All right. Let's see here. All right. 2 ballistic, 2 missile, and 2 energy. In all actuality, this is Darren. This is what's going to be interesting. Whether or not you go heavy on the, like if you go UAX here, the issue with the UAX is just tonnage for other stuff, right? So even if you go like a 250, XL 250, 43 tons, you take like 2 medium lasers or even 2 small or something like that, doesn't leave you a whole lot of tonnage for missiles on top of that. You do have lower actuators, so you can't do an AC-20 or anything bigger than that. What I'm wondering is what people are going to do. Are they going to do UAC 5s just like the Enforcer minus jump capability, right? Because this doesn't have jump jets and the Enforcer does. Actually, hold on. Before I open my mouth, I don't know if that particular one has jump jets. But I guess dual UACs, lower profile, IS heavy machine guns, I think potentially could be used. But the question is, would you go dual large pulse, right? Dual large pulse, SRAMs like 4s or whatever, 2 SRAM 4s, maybe even, and then 2 heavy machine guns, large pulse lasers, SRMs, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even MRMs. But for right now, this is what I would do. Just do MRMs.
And if you're into the crab thing, if you like to pinch, I like to pinch, then hashtag Florentine in chat right now. You must follow the channel to be eligible.
I think you could get away with just AC-5s, to be honest. You do have a ballistic cooldown of, I think, of 10%? Yeah. You could do dual 5s here. Again, it just leaves you any... That's what's tough with stuff like this, with setups like this, because even if you really want to utilize all the hard points, which I don't know if you would in this case, you could just do the UX, small pulse. Yeah, you could do something like LB5s after this. You could do dual heavy machine gun, even though I don't think that's enough, right? You could do dual heavy machine guns, dual large pulse with SRAMs. You could do something like that. The nice thing, let's go take a look really quick where these energy mounts are. It is under the chin here, so these actually aren't the best position. They're not high mounted, but I figure if you can see it, you might be able to hit it. We'll test that as it comes in here. Like it, go take a look for PPCs here also. So, oops, wrong button. So again, PPCs would be chin mounted. With Civil War tech, you could definitely see something like light PPC. Oh man, darn the amount of stuff, man. Light PPCs, heavy machine guns, MRMs here. But what's the difference between this crab and the rest? Ballistics. I mean, really, across the line here, it's only got 2 energy. That's the least amount of all the crabs. It doesn't have jump capability, which some of the others don't as well. The 27 does, the rest don't. Or the SL, sorry, 27 SL does, the rest don't. As far as max engine, 325 looks pretty standard, nothing crazy on that regard. 20 still has 350. So really, it's just comparing this to like the Enforcer, which going back to the 5D here, the 5D does have jump jets. So this is what I compare it to. Just the that, yeah. So right now, part of me just says just go AC 5s with it. Don't go the UAX. 1, 2, I think 3 tons will be enough. Do something like medium laser or small pulse laser. I think medium laser would fit, and really you could do 2 SRM4s just for annoyance, really. Throw that on there and then do the last half ton, the AC5. See something like this. I could see potentially what Rack 2s. What's the tonnage on Rack 2s off the top of my head? I don't know. Again, Civil War tech opens up the door to some of these. You could drop the AC5 over here and go more GOS or AC10 route. That would actually potentially, yeah, actually I sort of like that. So you just use the other arm just as sort of a dead arm. Strip it of armor. That would allow you to go medium pulse and even SRM4s. I think that would actually be a little bit more fitting. Yeah, I like this a lot more. Let's take a look at this second miss. Ooh, see, I like this, Darren. See what they did here? I like that. It fits. That's actually really cool. It's almost like they pop open, but that fits. What the hell does the rims look like?
I have a delay, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
yeah. That is cool.
You must do science. Oh, look at that.
Science is shit.
Yeah, same thing, LRM10s. So
Do they pop out too?
yeah, well, I don't think they physically pop out, but they, you know,
yeah.
they look like. And then of course, let's do a 20 as far as the last one, because oh, look at this. That's I like that though. As far as visually, it goes with the mech, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't yeah, I like that. All right, I would do AC 20, and then I'd probably do
Nice.
Western 4s. Probably not even mess with
You
it.
liking the way this looks? Hashtag Florentine in chat right now for your chance to win this in just a few minutes.
Yeah, MRM 40s, right?
Oh, MRMs. Man.
I think
next
it
month.
fits. It doesn't make the mech bigger, and that's one thing I like. It fits with the. I wish that sort of was the case on like the Timberwolf when you get the secondary missile. If it fit the torso better, me personally. All right, what else do we got going on here? We can do Pharaoh. What does that do for tonnage here? We could do a 280, drop another double. AC 10 dual medium pulse, dual SRM4, going 90, and that's without. Actually, I like this. So it may not be ideal for dual ballistic in this setup. You can do AC5s, I think, or rack 2s or rack 5s. But for me, this is probably what I would use it for. Go check out top speed here. And not survival. Let's go through this. No, all you have to do is post once, guys. Once you post one, it'll enter your name in, and you don't have to post again. Alright, I think that... Let's see, what does that do with this particular setup? 97.5 kph. That's plenty fast. And... I don't know if operations would be needed, but definitely won't hurt, especially with the medium pulse build and AC 10. I'm thinking this would be good, and then the rest. I don't think you're going to be getting the same benefit. Survivability wise, structure, yeah. I think I would probably just go into firepower at this said point in time. Do a nice combination of both sides where you do high explosive, crit, missile spread, not so worried about, but you can pick it up. Also, you can pick up mag cap here, not velocity, down, and missile rack there, explosive, we're at 80, each end, cooldown, 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 down, and then heat gen, and that would net me probably the most benefit. Let's check out the camo. So this is your primary. Oh, see, I like this, Darren. I like the pattern. It's sort of like the specialty pattern on the linebacker. I really like it. It's like that small rounded block, and it reminds me of almost a better urban block pattern, right? But with something like this, you can go red. Obviously, you could go something.
I'm still seeing Argyle socks, but I'll
right?
watch and see what happens here.
I could see that, you know, argument being made. I dig it though.
Yep.
I do like how they did the missiles though. The main reason is it doesn't make the mech physically bigger. It comes out where the geometry already is, for me at least, and also too is it's close to the cockpit. These will sync really well together. So there's that. All right, let me check this out. Scotch guard, is that right? I grew out of my plaid. I used to, yeah.
That is my, you already know, my least favorite pattern. And no offense to whoever designed it. I'm sure you were tasked with it anyway, but plaid on a mech.
I don't think it looks horrible. In certain camo patterns, it looks pretty nice. Or like certain color combinations.
If you say so.
I mean, whatever, bro.
Target acquired.
Let's get a fire rate with the AC-10. 307 meters. Oh. All right, I'll take it.
Destroyed.
I like the crab. I've liked it since it came in. I love the digigrade legs. I like the squat profile. It's tanky, it's annoying. But the big thing, it's got enough firepower where it makes you worry. On top of that, in this case, we now have a crab that has two ballistic mounts. 50 tonner. I mean, someone could argue, you know, Hunchback or Treb or Enforcer, but when I compare this to the Enforcer, it's a smaller mech. To me, I like that.
And it's a crab, so it likes to pinch you if you want to win this beautiful Florentine. Argyle socks or no. Hashtag Florentine in chat right now. I'll be giving it away in a couple of minutes.
The crab is still good. It's tiny. What are you talking about, monkey?
You can be destroying mechs like this tomorrow.
Yeah, it was tiny.
Your Florentine.
The crab hasn't been resized. It's still tiny. What? So I dig it. It definitely brings something different. This is something I liked about some of the other heroes, right? Doesn't necessarily make this the best of the crabs. I don't think so. I think the 27 SL is fantastic. Jump capability, high energy, or high amount of energy on a 50 tonner. Decent engine cap as well. And jump capability, small size. I think the 27 SL in my books is just because of the maneuverability factor. But it brings something that none of the crabs have, which is that ballistic slot. So for me, I like this. It's, again, going back to, it's something different that some of the others don't have. Obviously, the arms, the little crab claws, you can open these by backslash or forward slash, one of the two. You can manually open them. There is no delay, though, by just pressing the trigger without it being, there's no delay whatsoever. It's just an aesthetics, so just keep that in mind. Just like the king crab.
It's basically so as you're deploying from your friendlies, you can pinch your friendly mech's butts. As my football coach used to say,
good game.
Play a little grab ass. But anyway, let's do this. Let's give it away. Hashtag Florentine. We're gonna give away a crab Florentine right now. Then we're gonna move on to the king of all crabs, the king crab kaiju.
I think this is what everyone's most excited for.
That paint job. But let's do this. Let's do this. The winner of the crab Florentine is Shaloni.
Congratulations,
It ain't
Shaloni.
baloney, it's Shaloni. Shaloni, there, you got 60 seconds. Let me know. My Shaloni has a first name. Shaloni, are you there?
Stick to your day job.
He's there. Shaloni there. I'm going to whisper you, Shaloni. Whisper me back.
He's like, yes. So I think this is one of those where, again, giving more options to the different variants, it's different. It does remind me of the Enforcer in the regards of 2 ballistics, 1 in each arm. But this one has a supplemental with the energy and the missile. I think with the inclusion of the Civil War tech, I don't think necessarily, well, LFEs might be beneficial, but generally speaking, I think LFEs will be better for the heavies and assaults. I still think XLs, you know, but I like it. I like the camo pattern too. Not gonna lie. All right, there we go.